Hello, this is Under the Table. I'm your host, Kaido Lore, and these are my friends down here. As you can see, starting from the left, we have Duck, 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 and Goose.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
Not even the right number.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm about to switch this software out, I will tell you what.
We never show up. Someone almost crashed outside my house.
It's crazy because it always works until I'm live. And then it's like, wah.
Yeah. I mean, we might as well just ignore it at this point, because we know they're going to show up, like, eventually.
Ignore it. I don't even see the map. Oh, wait, the map is black. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay. Smooth. How's my audio? Chat, which I don't have open right now, but I'll have it open in a second. I'll have it
What
open.
if they're telling you that it's terrible?
Then they're probably right, and I should take their word for it. That is one horrible fucking image, I'll tell you that right now, though.
So your lips are moving, but I can't hear you.
Talking to me?
Audio.
Yeah.
It's because you got it muted, right?
No, I unmuted the stream.
Okay, well, I'm seeing audio levels for me.
Did you
I'm
mute
not-
the tab by mistake?
Yeah, I'm not being told that by anyone. So I don't know that that's... I don't
I
know.
don't know what they're hearing then.
I just turned the stream
I
on,
hear-
I'm hearing it.
Maybe Earl the Grey's been hitting the snipply a little too hard again.
Maybe.
They happen.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do a rundown of last session. I want to hear it from Minty. Mintiana. What is what is Minty's memory?
So we got to this fucking city of racist people, and conveniently there was a guy there that was like, "Oh, you want to get in here? Well, just do this like vague, potentially dangerous task for me, and I'll let you in." So we're like, "All right, fine, we'll go do that." And then on our way there were some bandits, and we didn't want to fight them, but apparently we're supposed to help people or something now. And so we had to fight the stupid bandits, nearly died. The guy didn't even pay us for helping him, and he gives us a ride to where we're going. And then we don't even make it on time to pick up the stupid box we're supposed to get. So we had to go to a bar, and then there was all kinds of fighting for some reason. But we got the box, and we left, and we got back to the city. We were like, "Here's your damn box," and Mintiana was like, "You know what? I think we deserve more than that." And we got some cheese out of it, and we got into the city, and I don't know, we went to go meet some rich people, and then that was the end of that.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good rendition. I feel like maybe in a few...
You missed the part where we argued about you turning into a boat.
I don't think that was relevant, though. I think she stuck to the relevant parts, at
It was
least.
very relevant, excuse
It's
you.
not relevant.
Good recap. We got a danger in chat saying good recap, so you know it's true. Good judge of character there. Okay.
The city isn't racist, it's classist.
No, it's racist because it's about your
It's sort of both.
your what is it called?
It is kind of both.
Yeah, it's
Your
both,
lineage.
but
It's
Yeah.
about your family tree, your lineage.
Well, because you have
when
the
racism fails, classism prevails.
you have to
But-
basically be part of a lineage of this one person that existed.
Which is racism.
Yeah, and she's okay.
And nepotism. So they're just all the isms.
They're just every ism you can imagine. They're an ism city. It's actually called Imperiism.
I mean, it's very close to imperialism, which is probably what's going on somewhere in this world.
Okay, so you guys arrived Elvira, do you want to tell us what happened at the very end of the last episode at the rich people's house?
So,
As I feel like that's relevant.
our dear Lord Antinous is like, hey, welcome, but he stops dead in his tracks because he sees Elvira, but Elvira's looking at Xanru over there, the little blondie up top, because she used to be in love with him, but he broke it off. But you'll learn about that later, and yeah.
Spoilers?
I said that last time, it's fine.
Okay. So starting our episode. You just had a very awkward moment, Elvira. You can see. You can see Xanru standing at the top of the room, and you're also being stared at pretty intently as well.
Yup. So probably after a few moments of the awkward eye contact, Elvira's probably gonna duck to the side and make her way not so inconspicuously to the
I didn't say he was
array.
looking at you.
Oh, he's not?
He's
Okay.
looking at Faranis. Faranis is looking
okay.
at you
Oh, that's right. That's the thing.
and staring in like utter disbelief.
Well, she would still probably duck at the sight of Xanru and subtly, not so subtly, but also subtly make her way to the cheese that Mintiana is so gratefully awaiting for. She would still make that move at the sight of him.
Okay, so as you start doing that, the small halfling Garros comes out and he notices this awkward sort of standoff where you're looking at this man and this other man's looking at you. So, going very quickly, he hands a cheese over to Mintiana, and he looks almost a little bit intimidated and starts to usher you guys out of the building. Best go back to the markets, I think. Probably not the right time.
Agreed. 100% agreed. Let's go.
Well, friends, we just got here. We'll be
We need to leave.
disrespectful to
Girl.
not at least say hi to our friends.
I got what I wanted. I don't care what we do next.
Trust me, we need to leave. This is a problem.
Why? What's the problem, Elvira?
Hey, listen, I know some people in here, and they're not the best people. They're not the greatest people. They've been very mean to me in the past, and I don't know what would happen if I ever saw them again. So I'd rather them not ever see me again. So let's go.
Well, if they were mean to you, we gotta go talk to them.
No, Earl, we're leaving. Just, it's better not to interact.
As you guys are
Not
standing
in this
there,
place.
making a commotion at the door like a bunch of awkward folks,
Oh no.
Faranis makes his way towards you and says, I think it's best you leave for now.
We're working on it, sir, I promise. Earl, we need to go.
All right, friend. I just felt it would be disrespectful not to say hi after we arrived. But all right, if that's what you want us to do, sure thing.
Thank you, Earl.
Faranis looks as if he's seen a ghost. And
Elvira
you
looks at
guys-
him, has no idea why she's looking at him like that.
You guys leave. Let's see.
Oh my god. What was he doing in there?
What was who?
There was like at least 3 he's in there.
Yes. So, the man that was closest to the throne, not Lord Eternus who came to speak with us, but there was someone else over there with the long blonde hair. I don't know how to put this. He and I had, past relations. Shall
Well, I
we
mean,
say.
you used to live here, right? So
I mean, yes, but it was intense, and it did not end well. And it might have eventually led to a series of crimes that got me initially kicked out of the city, but that's besides the point. The point is, he left me for someone else, and I...
Is that all?
You don't, it's not, it doesn't matter. What matters is I never want to see him again, and I never want him to see me again. So that was a very close call, to say the least.
Okay.
And you weren't even gonna talk to him to make things right?
No, I wasn't. It wasn't the time. It was never going to be the time. He's living a fantastic, happy life, and I'm with
Living
a bunch
a
of people.
fantastic, happy life.
With
Roxette, a courtesan.
courtesan, good sir. And it was not business related. It was personal. But it doesn't matter anymore. Look, it's over. It happened like what? I don't even know. 8, 10 years ago when we were first together. We certainly aren't anymore. What's it matter? Fine.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Anyway, can you open up your backpack? I can't hold all this cheese forever.
I already have 10 pounds of it. You want me to hold more?
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous, Mentiana. You need to sell this cheese.
I will sell it when I deem it necessary. We have more than enough money as it is. Just hold this
Cheese doesn't last forever.
for a little
Well, Stu could help with that. He could.
No.
He loves
no,
cheese.
No.
Oh, come on, not just a nibble. Come on, he's earned
How
it.
much cheese?
No. Avitrea, you need to protect this cheese for me.
How much is it?
How much cheese is this?
How much do you have right now? It's gonna
How
go
much cheese
ahead.
did we just get?
It's just another 5 pounds of it.
Okay. It's
A lot of
lighter
cheese.
than a rock?
I'm giving you
Heavier
3
than a
days.
feather?
I hold on to it for 3 days, and if you don't sell it, I will.
Oh man.
I
Your
have a
bag
deal.
already smells like her previous cheese, so.
And I hate it very much.
This cheese is extra ripe.
Mentiana, I swear to God, or gods, or whatever, I don't even know anymore.
Just for a little while.
I'm giving you 3 days with this rank-ass stunk cheese.
It's delicious, isn't it?
I don't know and I don't care. If you don't sell it by that point, I will.
Just
Understood?
yes.
Give me the cheese. And I just
You're telling
angrily
me
shove it in my
A
suitcase.
gentle pat before handing it over.
And I just angrily shove it in my suitcase.
Gross.
Stu better keep away from my cheddar.
So, before you is a sprawling city filled with commerce and vendors. It's a market.
Well, anyone want to go shopping? I got some.
I
gold.
am very down.
I'm beat. I need to rest. That was all so very eventful.
I need
Come
some
on,
more
not a
armor.
Snibbly run. No Snibbly.
I
I'm
don't know
not.
about
I doubt they
Snibbly,
have
but,
any here.
but Earl, I will join you in looking for wares.
I need to go
Oh,
out
thank
as
you,
well and
Fran.
find some better armor. I'll join you too.
So as you guys
I'll
approach,
follow.
the city, you see a bunch of different symbols that you recognize representing different types of shops. You see one that clearly is like a potion vendor. You can
Oops.
see, what's that?
My bad.
What happened? Sorry, I missed it.
I sent skunk cheese to the game log.
Oh. Okay. So, you guys have a lot of different shops in front of you with different signs above them. You can see a potion vendor, a relic shop, herb master, weaponsmith, armor smith, goldsmith, jeweler, enchanter's guild, fate weaver, which seems very mystical looking, clothier, fine cheese and wine shop, which seems to be very high class, and what looks to be a crafting shop that's currently under construction with a man leading it as a foreman.
These were a lot of shops. I couldn't keep track of all of them.
It was a lot.
That's the point.
But I heard armory, and that's the one I want to go to.
Okay.
I'll accompany just to not break up the group. Unless Earl wants to go
It's like when
somewhere
you
else.
visit the mall with your
can...
best-
Oh, Earl's gonna go straight towards the herbal place.
Alright, I'm going with Earl.
I'm sticking.
So
with
Elvira's going
Elvira.
along. Oh, you're staying with me?
I gotta protect my cheese.
Of course.
Okay, so everyone except for Earl is heading to the armorer.
No,
I think Wolf
I'm
is
the-
going with Earl.
Armorer?
Yeah. I'm
Gruff
gonna.
is going with Earl.
Who is?
Gruff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, yeah, Elvira and Mintiana are the only ones going to the armory.
Okay. So Elvira and Mintiana, you come across what looks like a grand but quaint shop of wares. You can clearly see the amount of work and expense that has gone into making some of these pieces that are on display.
The armory's certainly up their game, I see. Maybe they'll have something that'll fit. Mintiana, are you looking for something here, or are you just following me around again?
I'd say I'm your loyal pet goose, but I guess I can't do that here.
I never said that.
No.
No, it's just the
Yeah, but
entrance.
Mintiana doesn't know.
That's fair. I'll take that answer. I was wondering why
No,
no one
just-
asked me weather yet.
Well, technically, like this is still like the same day as the last time, so there's no reason for Mintiana to do that again, because technically she's already done it.
It's only a once per day thing, right?
Well, I can do it as many times as I want, but it's pointless to do it over and
Oh,
over
that's
again,
true.
'cause it
It's
only
actually-
works for 24 hours.
When you guys traveled, that was more than one day of travel. So I had
Oh.
it so you guys all did a long rest.
Well, no, I did it at the end of last session though.
Yep.
She did. She did it right before
Oh,
the whole thing happened.
okay. That's fair. Good memory. Okay. So you guys are now in the armorsmith shop.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Yes, I'll be right there. Man comes up.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
Good day, sir.
Lovely, doesn't he?
I'm looking for something that is a little bit better than what I currently have. And she places her tattered leather armor onto the counter between the two of them. It served me well, but I think something a little stronger would be useful, considering my
Mintiana
travels.
flies up to the counter. She needs something that's a little bit better against wolves.
Okay,
I
you didn't
see.
have to say that.
Problem with the animals,
The
then.
truth.
Unfortunately, yes. It's been too many close calls, and my friends weren't exactly willing to help me. Except my dear fairy friend. Except my dear fairy friend. Let me finish, my darling. So, in sake of protecting myself, I need something a little better, please.
Okay. So you, as you look around yourself, you see that there are different categories of armor that are up on the walls. The ones that seem to be the most displayed are going to be the ones that have like jewel encrusted parts of it. Obviously, almost more for show in some ways. But he takes a look. He takes a look at your leather and pulls it up. Oh, I think I could do something for you, he says. and takes it back. I could give you a good studding and repair the parts that are ripped up.
That might be useful. How much would that service be?
It'll cost you 20 gold.
Ha!
How much is 20 gold?
It's
For a studding
200
and repair? That seems a
silver.
bit much. Don't you think?
2,000.
Has it really been that bad since I've been gone? Have prices gone up that dramatically?
Well, you
Inflation,
got your
man.
papers?
Well, I have my sponsor's papers.
Okay then, 25 gold.
25!
How much is 25 gold?
2,500 copper, Mitiana. We only have 100.
I don't think you can afford that.
Well, we could always sell the cheese.
There's no way this cheese is worth. How much is this?
25
Points
gold.
to the armor. 25. I don't think it's worth 25 gold.
Well, hang on. Let me speak to the man a little more, see what I can do, if anything at all. And she goes back to the man. And she, instead of standing at the counter, she hops herself up onto it, sitting on it and crossing her legs a little scandalously. Oh, come on now. You can't do something for little old me? A special deal, perhaps?
Roll for initiative.
But I prefer if you don't sit that round booty on my counter.
Oh, please, for little old me. Could I try to roll for persuasion, or
Yeah, you
does
can.
it not matter?
You just have to just let me know when you want to do it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm attempting to roll persuasion right now. I should have said that.
Is there a seduction roll? Just kidding.
I don't know if you want to seduce this guy, man.
I mean, she wants her armor.
I'm just trying to be cute. I'm not trying to seduce.
Did you roll? I did not see your roll.
I did.
25.
It was 16 plus 9, so 25.
Woo!
Mamma mia.
He kind of sighs. Get off the table and I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you so much, sir. And she hops off the table and twirls around a little bit, humming.
So, normally around here, the prices aren't quite going to be as good. Unless you have your papers. But I suppose
Tourism.
work's work. I'll do it for 7 gold.
How much?
Can't
is
do it for
7
2.
gold?
For little old me.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Oh,
he
come
just
on
asked us to
now.
leave.
Well, you're obviously not serious.
Elvira, give me my cheese. The new cheese, the good cheese.
We're talking about expansive work on an old piece of cruddy armor.
Quick.
Oh, fine. And she quickly hands Mitiana the skunk cheese.
Mintiana.
I
Flies up to
understand
the
that,
counter.
but things are difficult around here for everybody. Can't you just take what you can get? I understand it's hard work, and I'm sorry, but the cheese is just no one can afford anything.
Sir,
Surely you understand that.
sir, look at this. Look at this cheese. Do you know where I got this cheese?
He first looks at Elvira and says, "I know times aren't easy," and then he looks down at the cheese and says, "What's that now?"
Elvira, who are those people that gave us this cheese? Elvira.
The Antinous family?
The
Antinous family.
Antinous family graciously gifted us this incredible cheese. Look at it. Smell it. Just
Yeah, it smells like
taste it with
cheese to
your
me.
mind. It is so rare and precious. Would you perhaps take some of this incredible cheese as payment?
He stares at it, almost in disbelief as someone is trying to sell him cheese. But he does think on it for a second.
Should I roll for persuasion?
You can if you want. Yeah.
+6. 14.
Okay. He seems slightly unimpressed, but he's also just kind of sighs to himself. I'll tell you what. I'll take the cheese for a few rounds of labor. You guys can carry some of my supplies across town. And with that and the cheese, I think I can do it for you.
I will happily take
run
that
an
offer.
errand for you.
I'll take care of it, Mintiana. It's fine. We'll happily do that for you, sir.
Okay. Follow me then. It brings you around to where the forge is. And you see what looks to be a little stack of about 4 feet iron bars. And he says, we got about 100 of these. Need to go across town.
Ah. By foot?
Won't take you about an hour. Maybe 2.
Oh my.
Not the first time I've had to do something
They're
like
relatively light.
Oh, what would
this.
you
Light
say
for you,
light,
sir. How much are they per pound?
They're just about the size of a... About the size... Why do you have to ask me such stupid questions, Sarah? I don't fucking know.
Because I have a suitcase I can shove crap into, that's why.
You want to know their size or their weight?
Their weight.
Their weight? They're about 5 pounds each.
Oh, that's not terrible, I suppose. Couple of trips and it wouldn't be a big deal. Shall we get going then, Mintiana?
Yes.
Or, if you want, I can run the errand and you can sell this skunk cheese at the winery and cheesery down the street.
You just sold the
I just
cheese.
did.
Yeah.
The guy
Oh.
took the
Oh.
cheese and your labor.
The rest of the cheese you can sell down the
already
street.
Gave up my cheese. What more could you ask of me?
Selling more of the cheese.
This is fine.
I'm not gonna hold on to it forever, Mintiana. Either you help or you leave.
I just sold my cheese for you.
Fine, I'll keep holding on to the cheese.
Thank you. I don't have any money.
Okay.
Tripping a little.
Now, as you guys are sitting here arguing, we're going to skip over to our favorite heroes, Earl and Gruff.
Dang straight.
Don't you mean Stu?
Yeah, we mean Stu. Stu is the only
Just like
one.
the "We'll be right back" meme plays with that bass line.
You guys are walking into a beautiful herb garden. And there's a man
Wow.
standing there. You can see some funny looking flowers. There's like a pink one off to the side that's kind of hanging. You can see a lot of different types of herbs. So we have things that look like they're grown more like gourds and stuff as well, or they might take the leaves off of it. All growing in these little pots of soil that are left all around this little greenhouse looking place.
Right. I'm gonna roll herbalism and see if I can recognize anything.
Okay.
Hold on. Or it would be, nature, I suppose. So 18.
Okay. You recognize what immediately sticks out to you is this thing called Daryl Root, which is a sweetener commonly found in tea, which you know about because you commonly make tea.
Oh wow! I haven't found that plant in a while. Shopkeep, you around?
Yes, man says, walking around the corner.
Jesus.
So, originally I was looking for Snipply, but that flower over there.
Snipply? We do
I
not
use it
have
to make my
that
tea.
here.
Snipply? You mean to tell me you don't have any Snipply?
Ugh. Not an Imperion.
I lean it over to Earl and say, I think that was a regional thing. Only in what's it called?
Gnome Town.
Meridianville.
Town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you think they'd import stuff. Anyways. Alright. That's alright. I got plenty left. I'm more interested in that flower.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I just had some of this drink come up my nose. Oh, that hurt.
Yum.
Sorry, that line just caught me.
That part of the campaign.
Yeah, that's canon. That line just
Canon now.
caught me. You figure they'd import stuff. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying not to get distracted. What'd you ask, girl?
I said, so now I'm more interested in that flower you got over there.
The flower? Oh!
Eeh.
You must mean the earnest petals.
Yes. I use it commonly to make my tea. You know, my
Wait.
Earl's famous tea.
Are you talking about the actual flowers or the root that I was telling you about?
Oh, shoot.
You can ask
Oh,
what
yeah, it
either
was
or.
the root.
What's
Hey,
that?
I'm more interested in the root.
Oh,
so what
the
is that
dollar
root?
root.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the one.
He walks over and picks up a portion of it. He says, I may sell you 3 roots, if you wish. We're currently in the growing season.
Excellent, my friend. How much you charging?
Kind of looks you up and down for a second. 5 gold.
5 gold. For a root? I forget what the exchange rate is.
It's 10 to 1.
Okay. I guess I can do 5 gold.
You're just gonna buy that?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
It's like going to the mall.
Marah.
I could see Earl's good with money. Okay. Let's
Jesus.
Savagery.
just sitting there silently, Gruff, or no?
I am giving him a very quizzical look, but I'm letting him do his thing.
Okay. You get all.
Oh, it's
you get.
10 to 1?
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
fuck.
It's 10 to 1, right?
I could have bought it.
Yeah, it's 10.
Sorry.
It's 10 silver to 1 gold. Yes.
I could have bought the silver.
It's 100
or the
copper to
frickin-
1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I could have bought the 7. Oh well.
Okay.
You mean Minciana gave
Earl,
her cheese?
Earl, you get 3 full roots.
Oops.
Hey. Alright, there we go. Put them in my inventory.
And
Well, thanks, friend, very, very much.
that was
I've been
5
looking
total,
for
by
a
the way.
friction. Oh, 5? Okay.
You didn't lose
I've been
15.
Okay.
Okay, you can. What were you gonna say?
Okay, so I was gonna say, well, thanks, friend. I've been looking for that root for a while to make my world's famous tea.
The person kind of looks at you quizzically for a second and says, "Tea, you say?"
Yes, friend. I make a bomb tea. Absolutely. Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, Gruff can attest. He's had some.
Just give a slight nod. Not very intrigued with this person. I just like the nature inside the city, not really the city itself.
Oh. Well, I tell you what. If you make a good enough tea, I'll give you 2 more roots for free.
All right. It sounds like a deal, my friend.
Okay, Earl.
So I start brewing my tea.
The person leads you back to a little like kettle that you can use for it. And is kind of watching intently. What are you doing, Gruff?
I'm just admiring nature.
You're just
What's the
admiring
city's-
nature?
Well, admiring the plants. The city's a little too much
Yeah.
for someone like Gruff. Just
Also,
a nice
you
little reprieve.
as you're looking around, you see some what appears to be vines of poison ivy. And yes, I just straight up stole that from the real world.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to comment on that. I didn't know if you wanted to go touch it or anything.
I'm not going to touch the poison ivy. I'm actually going to ask the bar or the shopkeep why he has poison ivy for sale. Or in his shop.
Why are
Like, looks
swords
at
for
it.
sale?
Well, it's good for guarding your fences.
It's that type of place, huh?
What?
Well, you never know who's coming over the walls.
Well, those walls are
Just
pretty
goes
big.
back to checking out some of the flowers.
Okay, Earl, you
Be careful
continue.
not to touch the poison ivy.
Are you touching one of the flowers, you said?
Nope, just looking.
Just
I don't
looking?
want to touch anything.
Okay, you notice one called, like, earnest petals, which are the original flower you guys saw when you come in. And that one looks very, very over the top. Kind of like an orchid.
Okay.
Except a little more robust with the petals.
Alright. What does it do? I'm gonna ask the keep.
Yep.
Excuse me, keep. What is this flower for?
Oh, the earnest leaf. Well, it encourages truthfulness when ingested.
How much for a little bit of that?
Well, we sell by the petal or by the leaf. Both are known as earnest, for they both have a similar effect, but the leaf is slightly stronger, therefore more expensive. There are more petals, but you can use them in lower dosages, if you so wish.
How much is a petal or two?
Oh! And he looks over at Earl, making the tea and kind of sighs, like he isn't going to give you a hard time. Looks back. We just charge 10 silver for a bundle of 5.
I'll do that deal.
Okay. Awesome. Earl, you continue making your tea.
A
Okay.
little dash of this, a little dash of that. And,
Now we go back to Mintiana and Elvira, whose hands are sore from all the lugging they have had to do. They were indeed not light, and they were indeed taking them longer than they thought.
How many? How many more?
What is our progress, may I ask?
What's your progress? You're almost wrapped up.
Alright.
You guys have just been sweating and like busting ass for like the
Although-
last hour and a half.
Yeah, although tired, Elvira is kind of humming to herself one of her courtesan songs that she would sing back in the school for some of her customers.
Okay.
You know, this city has changed so much even though it's been a few years. I'm honestly shocked. In fact, I have half a mind to believe I recognize the armor man, whatever his term is, Smith, whatever. I thought I knew him at one point. He probably just doesn't remember me anymore. Strange.
How can you remember anybody's faces?
Well, I mean, I have reason to remember yours. I've seen it quite enough times. I'm sure I've traveled in enough.
I'm a fairy. I'm whimsical and powerful and stunning. Of course they're going to remember me.
Right, of course they're going to remember you. But there are other faces that are less appealing that can also be memorable. Just someone that you've spoken to a lot and that you know. I thought I might have known him at one point, probably, or at least recognized him as the Smith. But he had clearly no idea who I was. Honestly, it's weird. I feel like a ghost.
Look at what we're doing. He's making us do him errands. You shouldn't remember him at all. He doesn't deserve it.
Well, now not. I'm exhausted, my hands are killing me, and those were certainly not 5 pounds each.
And they're so heavy. Mintiana has not
What?
carried a single one this entire time.
Right. They are so heavy and your delicate hands just couldn't take it. Oh, so terrible. But we're done now, so it's not a problem anymore. Let's just go back and get my armor, and I'm grateful for your cheese selling. And I will hold your cheese for longer. I thought it out, and I apologize for being so snippy to you earlier today.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay. In due time, you guys wrap up, finishing the job. When you arrive back at the armor after the last load, or the armorer, he presents to you your freshly repaired armor. Even the leather looks to be of higher quality.
Thank you very much, good sir. I really appreciate this, and I'm sorry for the trouble that we might have caused.
Oh, no trouble at all. Can I care to offer you guys any dinner?
Well, I am...
Mintiana pipes up. Will there be any cheese?
He kind of has like a belly laugh. And he says, if you'd like some. I honestly didn't expect you to take me up on my offer. I'd normally have to pay workers way more than what this would have cost.
Well, you can't say no to a man as generous as yourself. And I suppose dinner wouldn't be the end of the world. Would you agree, Mintiana?
Mintiana's thinking so hard.
He's
The
offering
weight between cheese and underpaid labor.
You didn't do a damn thing.
Love to have dinner.
Fantastic.
Okay. And then as you guys are sitting there on a little bench, a little workbench, he brings you a nice little plate of what looks like mutton, and also has some of the cheese that you actually gave him on the plate as well.
I'm going to an attempted investigation of the mutton.
Okay, roll for it.
Oh, man. Shit. Okay.
Looks good.
Elvira, why don't you dig in? What's the problem?
Elvira takes a bite. Oh, nothing's a problem. It's just mutton.
Oh,
Have some. Or your cheese. You eat cheese all the time.
mutton, huh? Mintiana pokes the mutton with her finger. I'll just take the cheese. She picks up the mutton and drops it onto Elvira's plate.
So, tell me, good Smith, how long have you been in this city now?
Pretty much my whole life.
Right. I swear I would know you from somewhere. I've lived here the same.
He looks at you. Can't say I would.
Perhaps not. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the butterfly gardens now, would you?
He kind of seems to be more reserved and says, I wouldn't know anything about that.
You don't? Even from someone who's attended one?
Not at all.
You wouldn't know anything about how they've been perceived, if anyone has been causing trouble, if there's anyone nearby even?
What are the butterfly gardens? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's none of my concern. I just work over here in the armory.
Do you know
I'm a
someone
good man
who
and
might
I don't
know?
want any trouble.
Do you know someone who knows? Or none at all? You don't know anybody who knows about the butterfly?
I can't say that I associate with those types of people.
I see. Well, thank you for dinner, sir. I appreciate it. And she kind of is tugging a little unconsciously at the blue amulet neck.
So, not a fan of butterflies, huh? Is it the wings? Michiana takes a bite of her cheese.
Okay, and we are back to Gruff and Earl as you guys harass this poor man. Okay. Earl is just finishing up his tea.
It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect.
Seems to be a nice big batch too. What are you doing in the corner there, Gruff? Besides standing in the corner ominously.
Gruff approaches the shopkeep and he asks the shopkeep, "Excuse me, sir. Have you heard of the Wandering One?"
The Wandering One?
Yes, I am in search of him and didn't know if you had any information upon him.
Sounds ominous.
I don't believe he is. I believe he's a druid of some type.
The druid named the Wandering One. Kind of like stares down for a second. I'm not too familiar with druids or their ways, but you'll have to be more specific. Lots of people wander.
Unfortunately, that is all I know.
Well, I would suggest, if you're looking for such cryptic answers involving magic and whatnot, you may visit the Wizards College.
Would I be able to access that? I don't know the rules of the city so very well.
I'm not overly familiar with that either, but I know many seeking answers have gone there. It is said their libraries are very vast.
All right. Thank you for your help.
It is known as Leyline Academy.
Legoline Academy? Okay.
Yes. And looks over at Earl the Grey.
It's almost ready for you.
Are you, not listening to this conversation at all, Earl?
I didn't know how far away it was.
You're just in the same room. You can hear everything.
Oh, did you say something about a...
We were just
Did
talking.
you say Wizards College? What?
Yes, we're talking about Leyline Academy.
Leyline Academy, huh? What do you want to go there for?
I need to find answers.
Answers about what?
The Wandering One.
Oh, the Wandering One, eh? I have no idea who that is.
Yes, you do.
Jesus Christ!
Even I remember who that is.
In all fairness, I wouldn't doubt if Earl has forgotten that.
The Stipley's gotten to him, man.
You may want to lay off the Stipley, Mike.
Anyways, you want some tea?
The keep looks at Earl and mentions, "You seem to be a wizard. You would know about the school, wouldn't you? Did you study formally?"
Oh, of course I did, friend.
So
I used
Earl,
to be in the gray school.
just to clarify too, because I feel like I need to clarify. Earl would not know about the Wandering One in the sense that he would not have answers on it. When I said that he probably would forget it, I just meant like forgetting that it was even mentioned, more than like he would not have those answers. That's yeah, but he would know of the school because anyway, I'm not gonna delve into his backstory, but anyway, Earl.
Yeah, I mean, I can take you there if you want, but let's have some tea first before it gets cold.
So you pour the tea, and I'm assuming you added some of the Daryl Root to it.
I did.
Okay, the shopkeeper's eyes light up. It almost seems to become a completely different person. It has been so long since I've had tea this good.
I told you, friend. Best tea.
You are
the region.
certainly talented.
Well, thanks, friend.
You know,
Nobody's ever complimented my tea like that.
You could probably make a profession out of that.
Really? You think I could open a tea shop?
I think it's certainly likely, if this is anything to judge by.
Maybe I should open a tea shop. I never thought of that. That's a great idea.
I'll tell you what, if you ever open a tea shop, come back to me and I will be your primary supplier. At a discount,
thanks,
of course.
Friend. Oh, man, that would be that's a great idea, friend. I never thought of doing that before. Oh, I'll definitely come back if I open one. Thank you for your kindness.
Okay. So, Mintiana and Elvira and Earl and Gruff, I'm assuming you guys are done in these shops now?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't speak for
What?
Gruff, though.
What other shops were there?
So, as you
Every
guys
shop you can think
As
of.
you guys come out of your prospective shops in different locations, not super important, you guys can see around the whole strip.
Mm-hmm.
Where we have, you guys went into the herb master and they went into the armor, or armor smith. You also have a weaponsmith, goldsmith, jeweler. You have a potions vendor, a relic shop, sort of like an antique shop, a clothier, a fine wine and cheese shop, which seems to only serve the highest clientele. And there is also the symbol for the guildmaster, and also an eerie-looking shop with the title Fate Weaver.
I have an out-of-character question.
Yes, miss.
Has my armor improved at all, or is it the exact same?
Yeah, so you would now have the leather-studded armor.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I don't know that has a higher AC, though. I don't think it does, but I could be wrong.
God damn it.
Yeah,
All right.
plus one more AC. I could be.
You
Leather
just check it.
is
Just
higher.
check it. Just check it. Worst case scenario, you just did a bunch of labor. You didn't even pay for it. Think about that. Except for Mintiana's cheese.
Poor Minty.
Do you need me to rename these shops? Anyone?
No.
No.
I turn to. So, any interest in the Relic Shop?
Well, we could take a gander.
No.
I got nowhere to go. I don't even know this city.
Well, I think I might be making my way to the jeweler. So I guess we're splitting up again then.
I chuckle and say, Gander, too bad Minty's not here.
What?
Wait, isn't Minty there?
Not with us.
Oh. You guys are goofy. Okay.
Make an in-joke pun. In-character pun. No one.
Tee hee 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 hee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
very
want your
front
sympathy
friend.
laughs. I don't want your sympathy
So
laughs.
let's start with Mintiana. Where are you going? Are you sticking with
What
Elvira?
time is it? What
It's
time
still
is it?
it's still during the day. It's not
Where's
nighttime or
the
anything.
sun?
What's that?
Where's the sun?
45 degrees up.
So it's gonna be going down soon.
Yeah, probably in the next few hours at least. Yeah.
Mintiana will stick with Elvira for now.
Okay. So you guys go to the jeweler. When you walk in, you see glistening gems of almost every size and shape of craftsmanship. There also seems to be some kind of deal between the jeweler and the goldsmith, where they create fine jewelry. You see rings, necklaces. You even see some belts which are made with leather. and
Mintiana is on a
studded with gems.
Elvira's kind of uncomfortable. She's looking around and she's kind of constantly thumbing the amulet around her neck. And she slowly approaches the counter and patiently waits for somebody to come help her.
Yes, my dear.
Yes, hello. I was just looking for an appraisal. I have a piece that I was maybe thinking about selling at some point. And I'm not interested terribly now, but I think I'd want to just know. And she kind of hesitantly takes the blue amulet necklace off of her neck and gently places it on the little section where they hold jewelry.
Okay. She takes it back, and she has a little monocle that she's using, and she's examining it for a good 5 to 6 minutes. And when she comes back, her face is kind of pale.
Oh.
That is certainly worth a lot.
How much would you say then?
What's up? One more time.
How much would you say it is then?
Oh, that's hard to put a price on.
Maybe a
Oh,
range?
that is... What's that?
A range of price, maybe lowest to highest potential. I'll just take anything, honestly.
Why would you want to part with something like that? That is
It-
genuine
it-
Octus amethyst. Very priceless.
Is it now?
It's a rare gem from the wastes to the north.
It's a
Tiana
long...
scoots in. All right. How are you a shopkeeper? How are you selling this? You wanna buy something priceless? You don't tell her that it's priceless. She slams her hands on the desk. Elvira, why are you trying to sell something that's worth that much money and you're telling them that you'll take anything for it? Obviously, you don't want anything, you want everything.
First of all, I didn't know how much it was. Second of all, when I said anything, I meant a range. Lowest price to highest price or an exact amount. I didn't know it was gonna be this much.
Of course
I'm honestly astonished. But it's a long story, and I haven't decided if I'm going to sell yet. And she quickly snatches it back and puts it on her neck. I just needed to know for my own confirmation, and now I'm even more confused, but it doesn't matter. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah, that was a woman you were talking to.
Thank you for your time, madam.
You're very welcome. She seems almost like shocked. It's like, you very rarely see those around here.
Mintiana leans into the shopkeeper. You should be ashamed of yourself. That was the deal of a lifetime. And she follows Elvira.
As you guys are walking off, the shopkeep.
I wasn't leaving yet.
Oh.
I hadn't decided to leave, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, Mintiana said she was following you, so I assume that you were.
I did say thank you for your time, which is a kidding statement, but I had more to ask.
Whoever gave this to you must be very special to you. Or you to him.
Right. Anyway, I had another question, actually. Do you happen to know anything about, the butterfly gardens?
The butterfly garden?
Again with the butterflies.
Don't worry about it.
I personally do not. And you are not exactly on the right side of town to be asking such questions. This is the Prosperity District.
I see, so they're not around here anymore then.
Prosperity?
No.
Are you saying that butterflies can't be prosperous? Is it the wings?
Don't, she doesn't understand the term, I'm so sorry. Tiana, don't worry.
No person in their right mind would talk about such things in kind company. Good company.
Kind? Well, I'm not kind, so feel free to explain.
Tiana, stop it.
What is it with
The woman seems
butterflies.
embarrassed.
I am so sorry to do this. I will take her out immediately. I apologize for asking. Have a good day, madam. And I just pull Mintiana out.
Oh,
Listen to me, Mintiana. But the butterfly garden refers to the schools of courtesans, where I come from. A lot of things have changed around here, and I'm trying to figure out where my people are, where the other people who do the same thing I do are. The butterfly garden refers to the schools of courtesans, and butterflies.
Why would they call it a butterfly garden?
Because it was convenient. I don't know. Elegant, beautiful, mysterious. I don't know why she called it that. All I know is that she did.
Butterflies are not mysterious. I can tell you a whole slew of stories about butterflies, okay? And none of them are mysterious.
And I'm sure you can, Mintiana, but that's not the point. I'm just trying to figure out where the courtesans have gone. Because they used to be
maybe
around this
if
area, and they're
you
not.
clued us in when you brought us in here.
I didn't think it was necessary because I think they would have just been all over the place like they used to be. But they're not. I didn't think I'd even have to use the codes for crying out loud.
Well, maybe they're all enslaved somewhere too. Did you think about that?
No, Mintiana, I did not think about that. But I strongly doubt that, considering that our clients were some of the most wealthy political figures in the world. Take my pendant, for example. Zenru gave it to me.
It looks worthless to me.
Back to the boys. Okay. How we
Jesus.
doing? Earl the Grey. Gruff. You guys have gone into the Relic Shop. Place of Mystery, which is right next door to the Fate Weaver. Which seems to be the only place that does not look as appealing as the rest. So when you walk into the Relic Shop, you notice that most of the shelves are actually relatively empty. They seem to do a lot of business. A lot of collectors in the city, most likely, have been buying different artifacts. Currently, they have a few different things on display on little pedestals around the room. You can see 3 different things that are on display currently.
And they are...
You see one that looks like a little shard of metal. Another one is a book with very fanciful art on the cover, picturing a bottle on the cover as well. And the other one is a bracelet, silver, with the symbol of a cat.
Okay. Is there a keep around?
Yes, there is somebody behind the counter.
I go towards them. May I inquire what these relics are?
Oh, yes, the relics.
Mm-hmm.
Which would you like to look at?
Just a general general description of each. The 3 you have on display.
Okay, he brings you first over to the right side corner where there is a singular bracelet that's sitting on this little cushion. And he said, "This is what's known as the Lost Bracelet. It's said to belong to a great thief of the past. You'll notice its great value as it's made in pure silver."
But who was the thief?
The thief was Herelda.
What
And
made
what-
him so famous?
Yeah, what?
Her. And she was very famous because she once was one of the few people who ever scaled the walls of Imperion.
Wow, those big walls outside? I can't even imagine.
Some believe it's a myth.
So, did the bracelet help her? Like, how'd she do it?
Well, none can truly say, but this was the bracelet that she wore. There are many rumors of such heists in her time. It is said that she climbed an entire mountain with a broken arm.
Wow, you're kidding me. A broken arm.
That's part of the mystery. Part of the fun, he says, leaning in.
Well, how much you charging for the little trinket there?
Oh, this thing. I would have to say that an artifact such as this would most likely go for 20 gold.
So Earl looks in his pocket, seeing the limited amount of silver in there. It's like, well, friend, I'm broke. So, Gruff, do you have any money?
Dude, but not that much.
Oh, come on, Gruff. He can spare a couple of silver.
Are you guys really that broke? You guys should have, like, what? How much gold do you have?
13.
13? Okay.
I have 7.
Couldn't imagine why. You guys can move on. Would you guys like to see the other products?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Over here, you'll see a book with an embroidered cover. And he kind of like lifts it up. Be gentle on it, though. It's said to be older than most kingdoms. And it is a book of drinks. I will say it has more spirit than most, he says and chuckles to himself.
That might be something you'd be interested in.
A book of drinks, you say?
Yes, many different recipes for different types of alcohol around the old world. Before it was as we know it today.
Wow. Well, I do like the occasional drink. How much you charging for it?
For this in particular, you see, the problem is that this belonged to the mystic Tarlong. He originated from the swamps. Not many are sure of its authenticity, but the mythos surrounding it seems legitimate enough. So because I am unable to authenticate it, I will say that it is worth 5 gold pieces. With it, you can craft many alcoholic drinks. Whether or not it is authentic, you would at the very least be able to have a nice party.
Well, I don't know about 5 gold pieces. I mean, I spent so much at the herbal shop. I don't know if I can part with that. I'm gonna have to decline, friend. I'm sorry.
Very well.
And this final artifact over here?
You see a shard of what appears to be some sort of metal. Most likely a mixture of gold and other metals as well.
Huh.
Oh, this! He looks at it kind of fondly. This is what is known as the Shard of Bygone. It is said that whoever collects the entire crown will be the ruler of this long-forgotten kingdom.
Forgotten kingdom? What do you mean about forgotten kingdom?
Well, there was once the kingdom of Bygone, which is now no more. Sadly.
Kingdom of Bygone.
How much is this
Swallowed
artifact?
by the sea, they say.
Huh.
Oh,
There's still islands for it, but no one would be foolish enough to go there.
and the reason?
It's said to have a curse.
Hmm.
The old ship lords of Bygone. It's said they made a pact with some kind of demon.
Demon.
And as a result, the kingdom was dragged to the bottom of the sea. Now all that remains are a few scattered islands. A pity, really. I, for one, would not travel there.
And how much is this relic?
This thing, maybe if it were a full crown, it might be worth some value. I have been able to authenticate it, but it is such a small shard that I would be willing to part with it for 1 gold piece. Just to get it out of my shop, honestly. Many around here do not like the stories of Bygone. I find them quaint.
I'll take it.
I hate that this party's just like, oh, you're trying to get rid of something? Surely nothing could go wrong. Give it to me.
This
I
is
saw
not the
crystal.
first time that has happened, yeah.
The third time, it's like the 8th.
Earl,
Well,
randomly, in the back of your head, you hear the laughter again.
what in blazes?
Yeah.
It's not the it's an actual. It's very sinister. The laughing. Yeah, exactly, Earl. I'm just ignoring Mintiana's laugh because I don't want to deal with it right now. Okay,
What in blazes? What is that? What?
you're the only one who hears it, Earl.
Right, that's how we would react, though.
I know. I'm just letting you know. Just so.
Oh, okay.
Just so
Gruff
gruff.
gives a very, eyebrow raised, kind of confused look. So we have a deal, correct?
I would say we do.
All
You're
right.
more insane laughter, Earl.
Nobody hears that laughter.
Nope.
Nobody.
Nope.
Laughter.
Yeah.
Guy looks at you like you got something wrong in the head.
Really? You don't hear that evil laugh?
Can't say that I do.
It's so loud. Oh. Wow, you guys must be deaf.
There's no more laughter anymore, Earl. It's all gone. Dead silence. Well, besides the people, Gruff making a deal. Okay, Gruff, you swap the gold and you get the Shard of Bygone.
Cool. I'm giving 100 copper, not 10 silver.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm the one who made that relevant, so. The guy looks at you funny when he just has a big handful of 100 copper in his hand.
And then I gave him a shrug.
Money's money, I
It's
suppose. Shakes his
I
head.
say, well,
I'm surprised they don't
now
have
you know how I
a
feel.
fee for people who use lesser coins. It's like, oh, now you gotta pay for the transfer fee because I don't carry copper.
It's literally
Danger.
2 pounds.
Danger said paying in all pennies. Alpha move.
Dude, I used to do that as a kid, and I did it at a gas station once to buy candy. And when I got home, my aunt yelled at me for 20 minutes about how it was an embarrassment to her and everybody in the shop for paying with all pennies, and I was like, what the fuck?
It's the equivalent of paying in all ones.
You guys-
I'm assuming this is in this world, and being like, where'd you get all those ones from?
Woo.
You guys are, as you guys are leaving your prospective shops, I'm assuming, is everyone done purchasing from where they're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
We're
you come outside, you guys can still see a few other shops,
Where's the sun?
but Gruff and Earl, as you're walking out, actually, hold on. Did you say where's the sun?
Yeah.
It's still up. You guys weren't in there
Right.
that long. That was not that.
Okay.
That was not that time intensive. Okay. So as you guys walk out of the shops, you notice that big group of about 15 wardens are making their way. I should say soldiers with the warden insignia on them are making their way through a crowd of people and seem to be showing people these little sketches.
Now, how did they get into the city?
Wait a minute. They look familiar.
Do Elvira and Mintiana also see that?
When you guys are coming out, as you look up, you would see that.
So
I did not see a
immediately,
group of 15 soldiers.
Elvira
bumbling
would
through town.
grab Mintiana and duck into the nearest alleyway and start ripping open her chest and digging through looking for something.
Okay, before you move.
Okay.
Don't say
The
it.
wardens look up, and you can see that they recognize all of you as you guys are standing outside of these shops. Earl and Gruff.
though.
Earl and Gruff. I did mention that you guys saw these guys too, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay. So as these guys, they start bulldozing through this crowd. As you guys also see Elvira and Mintiana dart into an alley right next to you.
Run, friends,
Is it
run!
is it one group of wardens or is it multiple?
It's about 15 wardens in almost like a crowd, and they're running at you guys now.
Oh yeah, no, we're
So-
dashed.
Am I in the alley at this point?
Yes.
They're sprinting.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm just saying, you guys are also running down the alley.
I've stopped at the end of the alley and I'm very quickly digging through my bag, my chest, randomly putting clothing over my other clothes and putting a wig on and putting my disguise on that I carry around.
So, as you guys are getting ready to, as you're doing that, you see a figure come out of a side alley, and he looks at you guys, and he says, "Come with me if you wish to escape the wardens."
And we just go. There's
All
no
right,
time.
friend,
We
we took
just
out
go.
much options. Thank you.
At this
Okay.
point, Elvira is in a completely different outfit and wig, and she just grabs Mitiana and goes.
And that is going to be our break. 15 minutes. The man is cloaked in dark clothing as well. And we're back to Under the Table, where we're playing D&D, and we're currently having a very fun time playing around in the markets. Isn't that right? You guys having fun in the markets?
So
oh my
much
god,
fun.
all your pictures are gone again.
Woo.
Okay. So now that we're back, while I'm waiting for your little pictures to load, what do you say? You guys are currently running away from the wardens, following a mysterious cloaked figure who has a hood over his head and he has his face obscured.
Are we all following him, or was it just Mintiana and myself?
You guys were all in the back alley
Oh, okay.
because Gruff and Earl saw you bolt and they followed suit.
No.
Okay. I'm just seeing if you guys are loaded yet. Not. I might have to just start without it, honestly, because I don't want to keep you guys. Okay. Looks like we got 2 of you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to start. So you guys are currently running down the alley. You see a few different stragglers in the alley that you guys are weaving around, including one drunk hobo who's currently directly in front of Elvira. What are you gonna do?
Walk past him.
You guys are booking it.
I'm just gonna attempt to just swoop past him in a delicate dance-like move.
Okay,
Yeah,
roll for it.
He's just a little dude, a little guy.
What would I roll exactly?
You're the one who said it. What do you think it is?
Probably acrob. Ugh, shit. Let me look around.
You're not acrobatic.
Okay,
It would
well you
probably
roll
be acrobatics.
You roll acrobatics then. Okay,
Yeah.
Gruff.
There you go.
You guys are barreling through the streets at a very
Do a
fast
barrel
pace.
roll.
You're getting ready to take a left.
Mm-hmm.
And as you round the corner, you see a man holding a platter.
Like a platter of cheese.
The wardens are gaining on you.
I slide under him.
Awesome.
Like under the platter.
Roll for it.
I'm assuming that would also be
Go ahead.
acrobatics.
Elvira, you just jumped a hobo. Gruff, you slide under the platter in a very badass fashion. Wardens are gaining.
Hobo, and I just imagine her robbing the guy.
Okay. As you guys are all running down. Earl. Earl.
Yes.
Okay. There's a box in the center of the street.
Uh-oh. I can't yell to the box, can I?
What's that?
All right. So I guess I'm going to try to hop over it.
You try to hop over it? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll.
Oh, no. A 13.
Okay. You actually managed to make it. You hop on the top, hop over.
You totally missed the opportunity to hide under it.
I think he could have just exploded it personally. Okay. You guys are coming along a dead end.
Full metal.
You guys are coming along a dead end. The wardens are gaining on you.
What happened to the fucker that said follow me? Where the fuck is he?
He's also at a dead end with you.
Oh. Hey,
Oh, no.
fucker.
How high is the wall?
We're at a dead end.
How high is the wall?
Yeah.
It's a building, so it's pretty high. Multiple stories.
Okay.
What's
I
to the
turned-
left and to the right?
I shove Mintiana in my suitcase. Finish my uniform.
You're not going to look
Finish
or
my
anything?
disguise and just pretend to be smoking a cigarette like I'm a completely different person.
Okay. Roll for it.
What would I do?
You're the one who wants to do it.
Performance. Let's go performance. Okay.
Okay, Gruff.
Is there anything to hide behind?
No.
There's a box.
I turn to the hooded figure and say, "What now?
We have to find a way out.
We should
Is there a way out?"
I don't know. Why don't you roll for it?
Investigation, I guess.
Yep.
Perception.
Or perception.
Whichever's higher.
Well,
Dude!
Oh my.
Okay.
What?
You notice nothing. Earl, wardens are almost here.
Alright, so we'll use disguise self.
You're going to use disguise self? You guys are aware this is a chase scene, right?
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to use my perception check.
Just blast the fucking wall, dude.
13.
Okay, you notice a door. People are coming out of it. Seems to be decent flow of
Guys, this
traffic.
way! Follow me!
Wait a minute. No, hold on. That doesn't make sense. It can't be a dead end if there's a door nearby.
Well, it is because it's a building. I told you people are
But
walking
that's
in and
not
out
a
of
dead-
buildings.
That's not what a dead end is.
Well, you can argue dead ends all you want, but the point is that you guys are standing in one. And there's no alleyway left.
Either we got to a door or we got to a dead end. It can't be both.
the door could be off to the side.
But
So-
that means it's not a dead end, though.
Oh my.
Okay.
It's a perception thing. From our viewpoint, if we didn't notice the door, it's a dead end. But since we see a door, no longer dead end.
Whatever.
Okay.
Alright, anyways. Guys,
runs
follow
through.
me!
Yeah,
Who else
I
going?
follow.
Follow?
Follow.
Okay.
I'm stuck in a box. I can't do shit.
What are you doing, Elvira?
I'm pretending to be another person with my disguise.
Okay. Roll a deception.
Oh, I rolled a performance because you said I could pick.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You rolled a performance. 23. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. The wardens pile drive past you into the building, which is a restaurant with a kitchen. What are you going to do now, Elvira?
After the men are a good couple of feet behind me, I'm gonna let Mitiana out of the box, and we're gonna follow them from a safe distance.
Shut up! That was not the time. Shut up! Shut up!
So you're running.
Hear
You're
us.
running through the restaurant. Earl, someone's cooking something, and almost spills it over onto you. What do you do?
I'm gonna... Let's see. I'm gonna slide past him, try to avoid the food that is spilling on me.
Gonna shoot grease at him. Okay, roll.
Oh, 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, you make it. You slide past him. Man, you were one badass wizard. The wardens are just shoving through people behind you at this point. Okay, as you're running, Eric, you see a waiter, and he has sharp utensils. What do you do? And you're going to run right into him.
I'm going to become a black cat,
Okay?
and I'm just gonna run through his legs.
Okay. I'll allow that without a roll, actually. That's fine. You can just do that. Okay. So you run through his legs, and you guys burst into the dining room, filled with people. Tables are covered. The wardens are right behind you. As you run through, you just see a black cat on a table. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
Hold on.
Well,
Looking
we're
for the
behind
exit?
them now.
Wait, who are we behind?
You guys
We
are
are
running
behind the
behind
wardens.
the wardens, yeah.
Oh. I don't fucking know.
This is like one of those Scooby-Doo
I'm just gonna
scenes where
keep
they're
following at a safe distance, remaining inconspicuous.
Okay. Well, you guys can roll for that if you want. You can do whatever role you feel.
Let's do stealth. This is where
Wait,
it all
hold
goes
on.
wrong.
What about this guy that we were supposed to be following? I feel like
Well,
I feel like
it's a through line. Like it's all he's at the front, and then it's Gruff and Earl, and then it's the wardens, and then it's us. We're all going the same route.
right. but
Okay.
I feel like this like he's like, oh, follow me, but he's like done nothing to help. He's just kind of there, and I feel like we could have gotten to this point.
Okay,
on our
did you
own.
roll, Mintiana? For stealth?
I have to see where the bonus is.
It's
Oh, it's plus
second to last on
Thank
the bottom of
you,
the skill.
bestie. Plus 2.
16.
No, where's
Okay.
everybody else's?
You guys remain unnoticed for the time
We're not
being.
being stealthy.
Guys, I'm gonna
Rough.
be out for a minute. My vegetables are soaked in Long Island iced tea in my refrigerator right now. I'm gonna be a few minutes.
Okay. Did you roll for it? I was kidding. Anyway, so she must have failed. She must have failed to check. Okay, so as you guys burst into the dining room and there's all these people around, a warden's coming directly behind you and swings at you, Mr. Black Cat Gruff.
What?
Yep. They saw you transform. They're right behind you.
I thought they were. I thought we. Wait. Who's
Didn't dodge
behind
it?
who? I thought we were behind the wardens.
Yes.
You are. They are
You
not.
two are. The three of us are
Yeah.
in front.
The three of them in front. Only you and Elvira are behind.
So confused. Maybe it's the wine. I don't know.
Okay,
you-
so it's the hooded stranger, Gruff, and Earl are in front.
Got it.
The
Then there's the
wardens,
wardens.
are chasing us, and you are chasing the wardens stealthily, trying not to be noticed because you don't want to get separated from us.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so he swings at me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can roll that with whatever the higher stats you have are. So if a black cat has like no stats, don't just roll with like a better one then. I'm not gonna.
What am I rolling? A deck save?
Yeah, if you want to dodge. Unless you got a better idea.
16.
16. Okay. The cat just scrambles out of the way as his sword plants into the floor temporarily, and he has to pull it out. Next up, Earl.
Yeah. Oh.
A man behind you is leveling a crossbow at you
All
as he
right,
comes through the door.
so I'm gonna spew a bunch of grease under his feet.
Okay, roll.
Okay. Well, what do you want me to roll? It's a deck save.
Yeah, just roll a dex save for me. I don't have any. I don't have any tokens up.
All right. 8.
Oh wow, it's actually good when you do bad sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
So as he goes to shoot you, he slips on the grease, hitting the ground, and a bolt fires into some poor lady trying to eat dinner with her family.
Oh man.
Okay. You guys continue running across the room.
I should say also that now that I'm a cat, I actually have 40 movement speed, so
You're actually faster.
yeah.
Okay, Eric is almost outpacing this other guy because he's caught up so much. When you guys get to the front, it is packed with people streaming in. What do you want to do? You're in a dining room.
Right. Like, is this like a like just a normal family dining room, or is it like a big like dining hall?
Yeah, so the restaurant, you can see people also trying to leave now that a lady was just shot. But it is a fancier, bigger one.
Okay.
You do have fine dining there. Along with a nice windows and a door. It's currently stuffed with people. You guys can use abilities too.
Well, hold on.
Wait, I'm back. What's happening?
People are scattering from fear of chaos, or they from the chaos. They're running around in fear because Earl just slipped someone up with grease, when he tried to shoot a crossbow at him, and then it ended up shooting some random lady at a table. So this whole restaurant is freaking out. All kinds of people in dress wear. They're trying to get out. The door is just jammed full because it had people originally trying to get in, and then now there's people trying to get out. You also have like windows and other things. You guys can do whatever you want.
Are there open windows?
They're closed. They don't
We
open.
can open them with our skulls.
You guys can use abilities. When I say that, I mean like you can use spells, like if you want.
I know. All right. Is there a doorway
Yes.
Yeah,
that we could that everyone's trying to get out, between where everyone's trying to get out and where the wardens are?
Okay, roll a perception. Or investigation.
Perception. $12.
12. You do not notice another doorway.
Okay. Well, no, that's fine.
Earl, do you want to do anything?
So there's no doorway? Well,
Nope.
according to him.
Nope, but you
Okay,
can use spells.
Okay. Alright. Is there... So we just see a wall, right?
There's wall, windows, all of it.
Alright. Okay, so... Earl's gonna shoot, like, a magic missile bolt at a window.
Okay. Just roll a d20. Add your spell modifier.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay. Earl lets off a single magic missile which streaks over everyone's head and explodes the damn wall outwards. Window and all.
And nobody died.
Big hole.
Guys, this way! I made a door!
Okay.
And
you continue
yeah.
running.
Kitty cat, go zoom.
Okay, cat runs out. The wardens are in hot pursuit.
Alright.
You guys, what are you doing, Elvira and Mintiana?
We are, well, I am at least stealthily following from a distance still.
Okay, roll another stealth check, both of you. Unless Mintiana doesn't want to be stealthy anymore.
I feel like not being stealthy here when somebody
Cool.
else is trying to stealth.
Oh,
would be a bit
jeez.
fucked.
Jeez
I'm on a roll.
Louise.
+2.
Okay. Elvira is completely unnoticed. A single person notices Mintiana and turns around to try to shoot his crossbow at you. What do you do?
Oh. I use reduce. I am now very fucking small, and I hide behind Elvira.
I won't even make you roll for that. That was actually really good thinking. Okay, so yeah, she reduced herself down to a little, like, dinky. I think it's, like, not even a foot, right? Anyway,
Yeah, it's like
that's
less
awesome.
than a foot.
Okay.
And
so
I
I'll take
have
that.
a little shirt pocket that I just hold open that Mintiana can just jump into.
Yeah, and the person just does not notice you because you are so amazingly stealthy. As you guys get out on the street, the mysterious man looks back and says, "This way!" And he leads you guys down another side street before the wardens can get through the crowds. Okay. Elvira,
Hello.
roll a perception to see if you saw where they went.
Okay.
Okay, Elvira, who is cunning, apparently,
Let me see them dice.
can see the alley you guys went down while the wardens are still going the incorrect way. And would you like to go after them?
Yes, I would like to just casually follow, like I do not know them and I'm just trying to get out of the crowd like everybody else.
Okay. So, you follow the group as the man kind of slows down. And he has a little bit heavier breathing. And he says, "We're almost there." And he leads you.
Just meow at him.
You just meow at him. I forgot that Eric can't talk. Or gruff, rather. Okay. So, as you guys are walking, you make it back, and you go onto this nice estate that this guy is leading you to. And he opens the front door for you, very wide.
Is there poison ivy on these walls?
You do not notice any poison ivy.
Good.
Okay.
Well, that was eventful.
Yeah.
I just blew a freaking hole.
You guys have
in the
officially
wall.
lost the wardens.
Yay.
Big pie.
There
I already
is
told
no
you that,
door
right?
for you.
I already told you that you lost the wardens?
Yes.
It was
yes,
subtle, but yes.
Okay.
So, Minty gets out of the shirt pocket.
Oh,
How
where did
did
you
they
come
get
from?
into the city?
Well, they're technically the authority of this city, and Elvira rips her wig off as she's saying this. So, they most likely sent word of us from Slave's End saying that we were running amok, and they, I guess, somehow knew what we looked like and drew up pictures of us and around.
Wait a minute. We just used our magic to get out of there, right?
Well, if I recall, I believe Earl used a massive explosion with his Jim Bob or whatever he calls them. So
Is
yes.
Jim Bob's magic missile to you, miss?
Well, then this is simple.
Okay.
Mitiana uses disguise self, and she is now, what is it called?
Yes. This man
fuck.
says, and pulls off his hood. He said, I remember Slave's End well. And you recognize him as Volkan.
Werebear killer.
Werebear killer.
Werebear killer.
Or the polar bear thing. Yeah.
Long time no see, old friend. And Elvira is continuing to take off her disguise to reveal her regular attire, neatly folding it and putting it back in her suitcase.
Assuming I'm correct on identifying him.
Are you identifying him? Yeah. You
Yes,
guys
yes.
recognize him as the man who killed the werebear.
Werebear.
Hey, thanks, friend, for saving us again.
Voldrin Varys, at your service.
I unshift from being a cat. What are you doing here?
This is my home.
So what were you doing in Slave's End?
Oh, that is a very long story. It involves me.
I would imagine so.
Sorry, I got distracted. Well, that is a very long story that involves me getting a little too pesky. Some would say captured as a political prisoner.
Right.
Sass.
Well, I
Well,
do think we all would say the same thing, no?
Yes,
Yes, friend.
again, thank you very much. Why would you be locked up, though? I need to know what company we're in.
You'd like to know why I was locked up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's because the Queen and I don't exactly see eye to eye, as it is.
Ah, yes. Her Great Majesty of Malarkey. Whatever. So what business do you do here in our dear little, yet not so little Imperion?
Oh. Here in... Sorry, I got distracted. Also, my mom was trying to call me.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Mummy.
Mom, I'm trying to play
Mummy.
D&D.
Mummy, I'm playing D&D. Can I call you later?
Knock it off, Mom.
Come on, Mom. I'm trying to play
Get out of
D&D.
here! Told you not to interrupt me and my friends playing D&D.
So, Voldrin explains to you. He said, I live here with my sister. We are from a noble family, but we're exiled by the Queen. Please,
They were.
may you guys come have dinner with her, with my sister and I. We can talk about this then.
Absolutely, friend.
Definitely not
I
say
just
no.
ate. But a glass
Let's
of
share
wine
some
probably
tea.
wouldn't hurt.
Is there gonna be cheese?
There will most likely be cheese at their dinner, okay?
Okay.
Because everyone knows that's the most important thing in D&D.
Oh,
Cheese.
Does the imaginary dinner have cheese or not?
Oh yeah. Vital.
Oh, yeah.
The most important question.
Jeez.
So he leads you over here to the dining hall.
Gruff,
Earl.
Gruff looks somewhat uncomfortable with this opulence.
Oh, whoops.
By the way, I couldn't figure out anything that's
Oh.
super tiny that has 4 limbs. So if anybody has suggestions,
How tiny are we talking?
What are you trying
wait.
to do?
fucking like fucking small.
well,
Hamster?
I don't know if a flying hamster would be, a very good disguise.
Does it have to be 4 legs? Can it be 6? Because then you could just pretend to be.
It has to be as many limbs as I have, so I guess you could count the wings as limbs, but that would give me 8, not 6. So
But it has to be
like a spider
flying.
at that point,
So,
or a
but
scorpion.
your wings have to be your limbs. Well, if
They
you
don't
have
have
2,
to be. I wasn't counting them as such, but I mean,
it has
we
to
can.
be the same basic arrangement of limbs.
Yes.
So,
Anyway,
while you guys are at the table, Voldrin's sister introduced herself. I am Voldara.
Well, nice to meet you, friend.
thank you for having us.
Those wardens that were chasing you, they serve the Queen's advisor, Octavian.
How is Slave's End connected to Empyrean?
Well, there are many advisors in the world. The one here in Empyrean just happens to be Octavian.
And he runs Slave End?
He does not run Slave's End, but he is a warden. I've never seen them pursue someone so fiercely, says Voldrin. Not even me.
No?
And I
They
come
just love
off,
us.
and I come from Slave's End, just as you.
Well,
Huh.
we're very colorful, very easy to remember. I don't know about you.
We're just unforgettable.
Unforgettable. Perfect.
You
Unless
guys think?
you're Elvira with a disguise, then no one notices you.
So,
it's a technique
who's-
I've learned for many years and practiced.
So I heard that you had some questions about myself. I would like to tell
yes,
you.
friend, how'd you get locked up?
So as we previously said, we come from a noble family. We were exiled from the Queen's court for speaking out
Yes.
against some of Imperion's traditions. He says, almost like disgusted.
What? Like the
Spec-
racism?
Yes, specifically those centering around the divine mandate of Imperia.
Avitrea just kind of shakes her head as she takes a sip of wine, listening.
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with these.
The divine mandate of Imperia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is why those who are most closely related to her rule here.
Divine right to rule.
Yes.
Elvira puts her glass down. To make a long story short, if through a series of long and complicated family trees you are related to Imperia, then you are a full-class citizen. Otherwise, you are not. It's essentially an excuse. We have, yes. It's essentially an excuse to make the lower class people who are citizens not have any rage or anger against their oppression because of the higher class citizens. It's just an excuse to keep the people peaceful.
Well, why don't they just stop?
Too many people believe in Imperia. And I say believe in because there's no evidence that she's even real anymore.
Well, I
And
mean,
those
she
with the
has
closest
been real at
relation.
some point.
Those with the closest relation to Imperia are born to rule.
That's true. But even so, the tree is distant and far, is it not?
It is. And as you said, some don't even know whether she was actually real. But here she is worshipped as a god. Divine.
Quite tragic, if you ask me.
My sister and I
Birth gods.
do not agree so much with this tradition. And we believe that Imperium should be open to all. And I think that putting this country, this kingdom, in a state of consistent lockdown such as we have, we're only disadvantaging ourselves by not allowing others to come in.
This
I will
is why
say
I
those
live in
guards
the
weren't
wild.
too friendly when we walked in.
Oh yes.
Oh
you will get
man,
that
they
around
wouldn't even
here.
let us through.
Are we safe here?
I would think you are. My brother is very good at keeping things hidden.
Brothers, sisters. Who even are you people? What's your family still doing here if you were exiled?
Loyalty.
What?
Well, just because we were removed from the court does not mean that we shouldn't be here.
Who is currently ruling on the court? I was born and raised in the city as well, but it's been a few years and I've been absent. I'm sure things have changed from what I've seen just from being in the Prosperity District.
Primarily just the queen. Besides Octavian, her advisor. She rules.
Just the queen? I
Queen
feel like,
Reyna.
has that changed?
Queen
Oh,
Renya.
jeez. Yes, Queen Renya. She's still there? Interesting.
Yes. She's very old. Various lords and nobles, come and go.
Right.
But the queen remains.
Has she not even made an heir yet?
She has an heir.
Well,
She
she'll
does.
die eventually.
Well, sure she will.
I don't know if I recognize them in Octavian.
Yeah,
But
who's
even
that
if-
fella?
But even if Imperia were real, we have discovered that our family may be more closely related to her than the queen's.
Oh.
What makes you say that?
We have found evidence of such.
That's so great. I'm so happy for you.
Forgive my asking, but the evidence is exactly what?
By evidence, we mean our research into the various family lines.
Got it, understood.
No, sorry. I'm just
So what's for
thinking
dinner?
of people- The people who they're like, I've done my research, and then they fucking Googled, they find one article that's has no sources, and they're like, I've done my research.
They clicked on the first link that's an ad.
We've spent long hours researching family trees.
I see. Well, if you find that your family's lineage is stronger than Reyna's, or what is it, Rhea? Reyna?
You could just
How do you
call
say
her
it?
the queen.
Renya.
Renya.
But we will not bore you with the details of such things.
Oh, thank goodness. So,
If you
There are lots of twists and turns in the lineages of Imperia.
Right, I figured.
That's how that works.
Ruff is completely disinterested at this point.
The
and
servants are
only
bringing
waiting for
food with a full course of meat.
You guys
It looks
have
to be
servants?
beef. And you guys are also being served a side of steamed vegetables and cheese because it was requested. We plan to gather allies and present this evidence to the court to unseat the queen and govern Imperion with our new vision.
Gruff.
And what is that new vision exactly? Aside
A
from the
better
removal.
tomorrow. One where people are not discriminated against based on their connection to someone who may or may not be real. For too long, we allowed this to happen. And we would like your help in doing so.
Gruff.
I believe the Seven Kingdoms are on the verge of war. And the many common folk are seeking refuge will be turned away from Imperion if these traditions are allowed to continue.
Wait, Fran, why are they on the brink of war? What's been going on around here?
There's been much disturbance lately, if you have not noticed. Seems as if the world is entirely falling into a state of chaos.
Well, what caused this chaos that you speak of?
Well, I'm just a random NPC. How would I know that?
All right, point taken.
How do we figure into your plans?
As part of our plans, you guys would merely serve to aid us in throwing the queen down from her throne.
Details
We
here.
are unsure. We are unsure which of us should rule, though. Vuldrin keeps insisting that it be me. But I think that he should be the one. He's clearly the better ruler.
Forgive me for asking, but does it have to be just one? Why can't there be an entire court as the rule? Instead of somebody above the court, why can't the court be itself the deciding factor, the top ruler? And you have a group of people to decide then what is
Change
best for the people.
Coin.
is not so easy as that. Madam, you must understand we have been a monarchy for many years.
I
The only
know,
way
I've
that we will
lived here.
gain any legitimacy is by presenting our evidence to the queen herself. And she's not going to want to leave willingly. We will need allies.
I see
Well,
your
that sounds
point.
like a great plan, friend.
If-
We'd be
if
willing
you-
to help you in any way.
Hold on.
Besides,
Now, as grateful as we all are for the help, you expect us to help you overthrow a monarchy so that you can be the monarchy.
I will not be the monarchy. As I've told you before, I believe that my sister should be the rightful ruling queen.
Oh, okay.
She is much
Okay.
more scholarly and political minded
My
than I am.
mistake. You want us to
But she is adverse to
you
conflict.
take out a queen so that you can put a queen and the throne.
We will not be taking her out. As I said before, to overthrow her, we merely need to show the evidence that we have compiled. It'll prove that our bloodlines are more pure and more
And
connected
she's
to Imperia.
She's just gonna listen to you after she excommunicated your family.
I'm sure she'll be very upset, but that is why we are calling on allies.
Well, forgive us, sir, but I don't really believe a ragtag group of people being sponsored by the Antinous family can't exactly be of much use to you in that sense.
Well, I think that you could, and I've seen you fight. And run.
So how are we to help you in this endeavor, if we were to?
You would accompany us when we go to face the Queen.
As
We,
your
as a family,
bodyguard?
as long as the Queen lives, we do not have much for allies in this city. You know the Antinous family, though, yes? You have any other
met.
connections?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out at the moment, to say the least.
Well, we are quite close with a group of paladins up north.
Actually, it would have been east, but or west.
It's still north.
Anyway,
Northwest, happy middle.
It's still
Back in
north.
Meridian Vale, yes?
northeast. Yes.
Northwest Kardashian.
Yes, friend. We know a bunch of friends out there.
Oh, and we
Hey,
can't forget our goblin friends.
Does is Empyrean self-sufficient, or does it rely on the surrounding areas?
Imperion mostly is self-sufficient, though we do occasionally trade outside of the city.
Yeah, they don't have
That
they
is
don't
necessary.
have access to the ocean, and they don't have Snipply.
We do have flowing water here, though. Runoff from the Frost Fangs. Very pure water, actually.
May we
So I
sleep on this decision?
must ask you a question. As put to you before.
Yeah, anything, friend.
If either I or my sister were to rule, with her being more scholarly and political minded, as I previously mentioned, and she's also adverse to conflict, I believe that she should be the one to rule, and we've been having this argument for some time.
Well, if you can't even decide to agree which one of you should be ruler, I don't think either of you should be ruler. Simple.
I turn to
We're trying to create a more democratic rule, which is why we're asking your opinion.
well, the issue with her being less open to less. How am I trying to say this? The issue with her being adverse to conflict is by nature, ruling is dealing with conflict.
Yes,
I think this whole family
And of
should have
course-
been slaughtered instead of excommunicated. Look
Voltron-
at all these problems that are coming up.
Voltron is a true soldier, having a more military mind. Voltron argues that there is little need for a soldier to be in charge, when their goal is to usher in a time of peace.
I still like the. I think Elvira had a great point in the council part. You can both have a rule and maybe have a democratically elected third person to settle conflict.
Of course, but this
It's-
would have to be
Between
a
you two.
transitional government. You cannot just
It's
have a
important-
democracy overnight.
It's important that both of you present yourselves as equals. If one of you becomes king or queen or whatever, you have to show yourselves as equals, regardless of if you're breaking the chain or whatever. The only way that you can truly present the greatest change is to do it and then deal with such conflict. You have to present yourselves as a quote-unquote pure lineage, but then you both must rule. I think it's the safest way. You're going to deal with a lot of conflict regardless, because you're challenging the queen. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth if you both were to rule side by side.
Well, of course we're going to have conflict. And that's largely due to Imperion's military might, that Vengrad does not lead larger attacks into the south. But you are mistaken, and may not have much knowledge of Imperion if you think they will allow more than one person to sit on the throne.
Fine. I will... is it Valeria? What's her name?
Who?
Elf
The girl.
girl.
Just call her Elf.
The servant
That's
enters
literally
the
her
dining
name.
hall.
Her name on the thing.
The servant enters the dining hall and leans in and announces that there is somebody here to see the party.
I thought we were supposed to be hidden.
Immediately, Elvira's.
I stand up. I don't like this.
Who is it? Asked Valdrin. It is Sir
There.
Feronis Antinous.
They gave us cheek, right?
Oh, it's our sponsor. I guess we should perhaps have a conversation with him, no?
Maybe.
Freya, we never got to talk to him.
Valdrin seems to be unsure about whether or not to let him in, but he's also afraid of alienating any potential allies. I suppose
I don't like
Out
it
of
supposed to.
character, these two people are gonna make terrible fucking monarchs. We should probably just, like, tell them that they need to study harder and try again in 10 years.
You suggested that they should be slaughtered instead of exiled.
Well, I mean, from the queen's standpoint, yes! She's got some of the dumbest people we've ever met plotting to overthrow her.
Anyway, are we? Is our sponsor being let in?
Yes. Feronis is let in, and he seems to be nervous and very out of sorts. And he asks to speak to Elvira. Alone.
Oh. Sure? I don't see why not. Okay. And I get up from the table and I go to meet him privately, I guess.
Okay. And you go off to the side and you start talking to Feronis. Hello.
Good evening, sir. Could I be of service to you?
Yes.
Well, how so? I have quite a few of, well, some of us are hard workers. We could be of use to you for labor purposes or things like that. Since we are very grateful you are a sponsor.
He seems very disturbed right now.
What?
Does the name Alanus mean anything to you?
Elenus. I do
Sounds like a
not
disease.
remember. No, I'm sorry.
Roll for deception.
Oh, do I genuinely know?
You know who that is. Yes.
Oh,
You would remember.
Alanus. Oh, Alanus. Okay.
That's your
I do
mother's
remember
name.
who that is. Sorry, retract that. Yes. Sorry, I just genuinely forgot. Retract. I do believe my mother had that name, but I doubt we'd be talking about the same person. Why? And Elvira's just kind of standing there, just a little oblivious to what's going on.
I know.
I just knew her once. He says.
In the biblical sense.
And then he seems a little bit uncomfortable, like he's going to leave.
How did you know my mother? Hold on, that was so long ago. And she grabs his hand. I'm 92 freaking years old. How do you remember my mother?
I'm much older than that, darling. Anyhow, there's a note from my good friend Zenru.
To who?
You, of course. He asked me to give it to you.
He knows I'm here.
No, he knew I was going to see you, and he asked me to give it to you.
Elvira is very visibly uncomfortable and upset, but she takes the letter from him. I really didn't want him to know that I was back in the city, but thank you, sir.
And as he turns to leave, he stops and looks over his shoulder and says, I believe I am your father. And then he walks in.
Oh, dude.
Elvira's just standing there, just jaw dropped, letter in hand. She, has no idea how to process that. There's so many emotions going through her.
What type of fatherly move is that?
Would you like to open the note?
Yes.
Okay.
God. Oh no.
The note reads, the fountain near the butterfly school, tomorrow at midday.
And Elvira just quietly folds the note closed. And
Well, that's some shit directions. We
She
still
starts-
don't know where the fucking butterfly schools are.
she starts to cry a little bit because she just doesn't know how to process all of these emotions that she's feeling.
Voldrin, seeing that you're obviously perturbed and it was a weird encounter, looks around at the rest of the party and says, well, if you would like to stay here for the night, I believe we can accommodate you for the night.
Well, thank you for your kindness, sir.
It has been an eventful day.
Okay.
I'll take you up on it.
So, it's getting late. And the sun is down. And your characters are in bed. Getting ready to fall asleep.
Should we move our thingies over there?
You can if you want to. But I'm about to switch my apps here.
Elvira's not really sleeping. She's just kind of sitting at the bedside, just kind of wringing her hands and thinking.
There's
Staring into the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. Where she's laying down and she's
Fuck.
moments.
She's had a rough day, man. Don't make fun of her.
Oh my god, is she had a rough day? You just dropped so many bombs on my poor baby.
She looks good for 92.
She's a half elf.
Dang, girl. That's
She's
some
fine.
moisturizer you're using.
Prayer.
It's keeping it tight. Keeping it tight.
Keeping it tight.
You do a few crunches every day? Like, geez, girl.
She runs a mile in the morning, you know? She goes to Pilates.
As you guys doze off, darkness ensues around you. And you hear the insane laughter again.
All of us or just
Earl?
All
Earl.
of you.
Oh, that's not concerning. I
Did y'all
turned to
hear
Dur-
that?
I turned to
A
Earl.
single
and I said,
figure.
Hello.
That
Hello, sir.
I did hear.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Hello, sir.
Woo?
Woo.
Garth gets up and
Are you guys' screens blank? No? Okay.
I see a
What's going
DILF
on
and Grump.
We see the DILF. That is what we
The
see.
DILF?
It looks like a tiefling, maybe.
You can hear him laughing.
Yeah.
So I heard you had a problem with a queen. I can help with that.
So wait, is this all happening in our head, or
You guys are dreaming.
okay? We're sharing a
You
dream.
can, sir.
Earl, I wouldn't trust this guy.
What are you talking about? He's a DILF.
Yeah, still wouldn't trust him. Creepy guy that appears and propositions us like this.
We trust the DILF.
What you do?
So he's watching you guys argue amongst yourselves as he leans in and says, "Oh, mortals can be so delicious."
Yeah, the mortals part, we ain't trusting this guy, right?
What? No.
Oh,
Let's hear him out. Come
you
on.
have a queen.
No.
Look at that
You-
smile.
Have a problem. I
What?
am the solution.
And why would you be?
Me?
Why
What
would
you
you
got
be
to
willing to
offer,
help us?
friend?
I have
mean,
my
he's willing
own
to help
motives. Now let us make a deal on it, I say.
No, count me
I
out.
don't believe
Oh,
the
you
devil
must
is
do,
such a
friend.
good idea.
All you must do is take my crystal, the one in the back pocket of that oaf over there, and bring it to the chamber of the queen, her throne room, and I will take care of the rest.
Wait, what are you?
Well, that sounds easy
for us,
enough.
though?
This is going to turn into a slaughterhouse, Earl. That's a terrible idea.
Wait.
We have
Wait.
a
We're bringing
deal.
you a.
And
Wait,
he
hold
leans
on.
forward, and then you guys are no longer dreaming. The end.
Oh, that was kind of.
Oh shit!
He ain't about that back talk.
He do be looking fine, though. I'm not going to lie.
I'm just chump change over here.
What am I, chopped liver?
That pretty much.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the end of our session today, guys. Okay. Okay, and thank you for watching Under the Table. I'm your host, Kaido Lore. Please go check us out on Twitter at, what the hell was that again? Under Table D&D. Who the hell named something that anyway? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, go to Under Table D&D and Twitter. Also check out our YouTube, which is Under the Table D&D, and also our Twitch. And if you want to know who did all of our character art, minus the devil guy on the screen, then that'll be Allure Art, which you can also find her as well. Did I say it wrong? Oh, well, I guess I said it wrong. You said you Laura Art? You Laura Art? Okay, you Laura _ art. ULORA _ art. There we go. And also don't forget to check us out. Under the Table D&D. Have a good night.